Hello and welcome to another Let's Pose, where I show you how to pose your figures like I do in the photos I take at the end of my reviews. Today I'll be showing you how to pose the Marvel Legends Rhino. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video so we can click the link for my review and see the photos I took of him. And as always, make sure to leave a comment letting me know which figures you'd like to see me pose next. But that's enough chitter chatter, let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's get right into it. We are going to start with just a pose of him walking. Just casually walking, down the street. First we're going to twist the waist, we're going to get the arms kind of bent a little bit, give him that range of motion. We're going to twist the head, get him looking forward still. Get one leg forward, the other one back. We're going to bend it up a little bit though. We're going to twist him a little more just to kind of make it work. We're going to bend this knee a little bit more. Knees are a little bit tight on this figure, but that's just because of how the size of him. There we go. And like that, just some simple moves, and you've got him walking. So the big thing is, the pivot at the waist, getting that motion, the, right arm forward with the left leg forward, just like someone who's actually walking. Got the right leg back with it bent. Oh, and he's already falling over. A big thing with these bigger figures is balance. So you see I have his legs kind of far back. He's balancing on his toes on this side. So you do have to kind of find that center of gravity to help them from, tipping over. But it's a pretty easy pose to hit. Now we're going to add some accessories just to spiff it up a little bit. We're going to get the open hand on here, like so. And then we're going to give him the big old bag of cash, like he just robbed a bank, just casually walking down the street with all of his loot. And boom. Just like that, just kind of elevates it a little bit, gives him some purpose so he's not just casually walking. You can kind of fiddle with it however you want. Moving on from there, we're going to have him throwing a punch next. So get that fist back on there. Get the legs a little more dynamic here. This one a little bit more forward, a little more spread out. Like so. Get that leg kind of there. We're got the arm bent, so get a little bit of a curve like that motion. We're going to bend the other arm at 90 degrees and get it almost like he's, ready to throw the second punch right after. We get the angry head on there because let's face it, no one's throwing a punch with a straight face. They want you to know that they mean business. So, hardest thing is going to be getting him to not fall forward. But once you do, boom, he's throwing punches. Again, you've got that flat foot, you've got the shoulders, again, twisted. You've got him looking forward. And, oh man, he's going to tip over. You're going to have to adjust the ankle just enough so that way the weight, there we go. But yeah, so the legs are, spread apart, both are bent, just one's kind of more back a little bit like so. So he's bouncing on his toe. Oh, the other one's planted. And you can see there. And then the right arm, again, is curved inward to give him that full motion. Next up, we're going to switch the hand out again. This time to throw Spidey around. So we're going to have him, we're going to get Spidey's leg trapped in the hand here. And we're going to have him slamming Spidey on the ground. If I can, there we go. And we're going to get him we're going to get him hunched over this time. This time both legs are going to be kind of just bent and forward to kind of give him a good base. We're going to have that right arm straightened all the way out. We're going to leave the left arm as is, but we're going to bring that right arm down so we, got the downward motion. And boom. You can have this. Looks like he's either slamming him down on the ground or maybe he's dragging him. Either way, Spidey's in trouble. Again, got the legs bent, the arm bent. Spidey's laying there on the ground and spinning around here so you can see. Both feet should be planted. As you can see, mine's a little, not quite, but you can twist it as needed. He is hunched over this time, very much to kind of give him that downward motion, like he's slamming him. And then if you want, you can actually pivot and have him throwing Spidey instead. Let me see if I can do this without too many mishaps. And get that in there. We're going to arch the back. We're going to get the legs kind of bent a little bit differently. Get this one straightened out. Oh, and there goes Spidey. So we get the right leg straightened out, left legs we bent, and we spread apart. We're going to twist. Oh, there goes Rhino. This is not my day. That way, it looks like he's spinning backwards, flinging Spidey into the water tower. Get this straightened up so he balances on his own so we don't have to break out any flight stands. Come on, Spidey. There we go. And boom. Now he is throwing Spidey. Again, you want to twist him at the waist. You got the right leg straight, left leg's bent. You've got the left arm bent with the right arm straightened out. With Spidey being thrown off to the side. So, you can see also the back isn't quite fully arched, but it is a little more straight than it was with the other poses. A better look at the legs being spread apart. Now we're going to get rid of Spidey, and we are going to move on to our last pose, which will be a running pose, which for me, I think is the best way to pose Rhino, because, I mean, that's what rhinos do. They run at things head first, usually. So we're going to get this left leg straightened out. A little bit of a bend, though. And we're going to get the back leg bent almost all the way. Actually, all the way. Let's go 90. We're going to get the left arm back, just a slight bend, just a bit of a curve to match the leg. And then the right leg will match the right arm, except for it's going to be more bent inwards towards his stomach. And then we're going to have to twist him to get that left leg center. And we're going to raise his head and make sure he balances just right. And boom. You've got Rhino charging. Turn him sideways here so you can get a better view. You've got him hunched over. You've got that leg planted. You've got the arm curved. He is hunched over forward with the head tilted up, shoulders twisted. You've got the left or right leg bent. Get little effects like this, make it look like he's running faster, kind of kicking up some dust. But yeah, this is probably my favorite pose to put him in. I'm going to have, one thing I do want to make sure to specify is you want to have this leg curved inward like that. So that way the foot is lined up with his face. So that way you have that center balance. But once you get that, he'll stand there. That's how he usually is on my shelf. He'll stand there for a long while unless you bump into the shelf. That might take him down, but for the most part, he'll be fine. That's going to be it for this Let's Pose, though. As always, let me know in the comments below what figures you'd like to see next. Also, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video so that we get more toy-related content. We've got the reviews on Mondays. We've got the Let's Pose videos on Tuesdays, live stream on Wednesdays, and the podcast on Fridays. I'm also going to sprinkle in some shorts here and there just to kind of liven things up. Also, make sure to click on the video on your screen if you want to see the review of this figure with my photos at the end. Or you can go and check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair to check them out and get a closer look. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.